Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Hit him with that thing one time. Bam. Oh, we back. Baby. You see him over there. Hey, baby. It's the first one I get to use officially because we really are back. Y'all give it up for being back. For real. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. It's been a long time coming, baby. We got this week one review we got to do. I finally got all these teams drafted, so I can tell y'all where I stand as far as all these players that I got. Because, sometimes you're real happy and then sometimes you're not. You understand what I'm saying? So, anyways, we back. Sports Savvy, round 4. I have 3, count them, 1, 2, 3 teams. The team that I drafted first, I'm going to go back and start all the way back on the one that I drafted first. On the Sleeper app, appreciate you. That's a nice little platform, by the way. It's my first year on there. I just want y'all to know, it's a nice little platform. Sleeper app, the Dynasty Special. So this is my first ever, this is my first ever Dynasty League. I've been doing this for about 10 years now, right? It's my 10-year anniversary of my league. I've been in the OG League 3 out of the 4 years that that's been going on. But this is my first time doing a Dynasty League. And listen, I know that they all don't go like this, trust me, because it was some crazy rules, and it's a rowdy bunch over there. Y'all will get to know them throughout the season, as per usual with the rest of them. If you haven't been watching, that's what I do. I'm going to run down everything that I did. I'm going to run down everything that they did week by week, matchup by matchup, let you know where I was satisfied and where I was dissatisfied, because y'all know fantasy. It'll leave you halfway confused, if you know what I'm talking about. All right, well, let's get into it. We're gonna throw that lineup up there. I gotta do it in parts. You ready? Bam, bam, bam. Cause it's a long. Oh wait, one more. Bam. Catch my breath. I'm so excited, man. My heart beating all fast. I'm so happy to be back doing this, man. Man, y'all give it up one more time, man. I'm so happy to be back doing this. When I tell you, I'm so happy to be back doing this. All right, listen. For my fantasy fans, y'all see my quarterback. It is Mr. Richardson. I am high on Anthony Richardson this year. I think that there's going to be a nice little bounce back campaign for him getting hurt because of the things that we saw before he got hurt. And it was against NFL teams. So, we just leave it at that. I got high hopes for the young man. I think this might be a breakout year for him. He could end up as the number 1 quarterback in fantasy. Saquon, I don't even know how I feel about it. I felt like this about Saquon when he was in New York, and now he get to run behind Philly offensive line. Appreciate that. Zamir White, it's kind of sort of a heart pick, but kind of sort of he is actually getting an opportunity pick now. So my boy is starting for the Raiders, and I know Antonio Pierce is going to be running the rock with that running back that came from Running Back University. You know what I'm talking about. Appreciate you. Jamar Chase, I'm hoping that they work something out with this contract because I am not very strong at receiver in here because I went the young route. I'm trying to build. I want to be good in 3 to 8 years so I can, lose a bunch of games. Not going to say lose a bunch of games. Perform at a lower level now while my team get built up, and then once we figure out what's what, I'll have a couple of years of picks under my belt, and then we'll have something going. But we still gonna try those. I just took the young route, so you about to see what I mean. Xavier Worthy, drafted a rookie this year. I think he's gonna do big things over there with Andy Reid and them boys. But I'm going out on a limb with that one a little bit. Or am I? These first round receivers, like Kansas City moved up. Like they swapped picks with Buffalo of all teams. I think I just heard that recently on one of my podcasts. They swapped picks with Buffalo to go and get Xavier Worthy. And so you think that it's pretty important to them? I think it's pretty important to them. Adam Thielen, reliable. I have another Carolina prospect further down the roster. We will come back to this conversation when I get to that young man. Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is one of my ride or dies this year. I believe in, so I'm a Falcons fan, right? I don't believe that the Falcons are going to win the Super Bowl because Kirk Cousins showed up. Let me say it again. I'm going to say it one more time. I don't believe that the Falcons are going to win the Super Bowl just because Kirk Cousins showed up. I do believe that these weapons that we have will finally get utilized in the manner in which they're supposed to, because I saw Kirk Cousins all the way back when he was with the Redskins. You heard what I said? Redskins. They done had 2 different names since then. But when they was the Redskins, Kirk Cousins was over there. Y'all remember Jordan Reed? Vernon Davis? You know, I want to say Vernon Davis was a top 5 tight end. Jordan Reed, if he stayed healthy, he couldn't stay healthy. But when he was healthy, top 5 tight end. Kirk Cousins was their quarterback. Did y'all see Kyle Rudolph? Y'all see what he did with Justin Jefferson and them over there? Like, so I'm excited for Drake London. I'm excited for Kyle Pitts. Like, I tried to get at least one good share of that Atlanta offense on all my teams. So we doing all right because I see a Falcon on every squad as I look at all 3 of them right here. But Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts going to do the doggone thing this year. Greg Dortch. If y'all have not been paying attention to Arizona camp, Greg Dortch is on fire out there. I ain't saying he the number one thing to talk about because, you know, Marvin Harrison Jr. is a thing to talk about. But I am saying that he could do some things. So just be ready to hear his name out there as the 2nd or 3rd receiver. Jalen Polk. Jalen Polk has an opportunity to be the number 1 receiver in New England. We'll see. Jacoby Brissett is the starter. We hope that Drake May will be able to take over at some point, not because we don't like Jacoby Brissett, but because he is older, and we need to see what this young man looks like. We want to know. Also, I forgot to tell you that my Dynasty League is it's a 3 wide receiver, 2 flex, 3 defensive position football league. 14 teams, 12 players start in a 14-team league. You want to know how deep that is? That's why I'm doing this one first. Because I'm going to tell you, when I was doing my other 2 drafts, which I just did this week, I was so happy sitting there thinking like, dang, so many good players still on the board. There's so much potential still on the board. I'm in the 12th round saying that. Like, I'm down here looking at, like, J.K. Dobbins like he's a gold mine or getting Jordan Mason on the back end of both of those drafts, like gold mines, you know, like these players are not available in a 12-person starting 14-team league dynasty draft with a 10-man bench. You know, we ain't even got there yet. But Nick Bosa, because why would you not trust Nick Bosa? Terrell Bernard for the Buffalo Bills, he got hurt last year, but before he got hurt, the Bills fans know. Bills Mafia. Jump on there and stand up. Let them know what I'm talking about. Rayshawn Jenkins, he just got to Seattle. He taken I think Quandre Diggs is gone. And so yeah, that's their new starting safety. And I'm not saying that Seattle's front 7 is not good, but their safeties make a lot of tackles. So jot that down. Let's go over the bench. Kirk Cousins. I got Kirk Cousins for the Kyle Pitts stack. It's a good backup quarterback to have. Also, Kyle Trask, because I saw what that man did in college. I'll probably sneakily keep him on my bench in this Dynasty League out of hopes of him doing something great for as long as I have this freaking league. Excuse me. Samaje Perine. So I drafted Samaje Perine. So I drafted Samaje Perine, and then I dropped Samaje Perine because I was nervous that he was going to get cut by Denver. But then I picked Samaje Perine back up because I was like, there's only a few backfields that are like solidified 2 deep backfields. So he was going to end up somewhere. And lo and behold, he ended up over there with that boy, Patrick Mahomes. Like, it couldn't get no better for a destination after you get cut by a team to go but Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid and them. Then, in other news, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I think he on IR for 4 weeks at least. So now Samaje Perine is the number 2. I mean, they got Carson Steele. They drafted Carson Steele. But somebody J.P. is more familiar with the NFL, so that's how that's going to go. Speaking of backups, Pierre Strong. As long as Chubb's out, it's the Jerome Ford show. However, stole that from my wife. They started going to need a rest sometimes. You know what I'm talking about? So enter Pierre Strong. And Ty Chandler right behind that. Because Aaron Jones get hurt. He misses 3 games a year. So I can get 3 decent outings off of Ty Chandler. Off of those statistics alone. I love me some Aaron Jones. I won some leagues with Aaron Jones. But one thing I know about Aaron Jones, he get little injury hiccups, hamstring, knee, stuff like that. But, Xavier Legette, this is why I have Adam Thielen. I do believe that at some point in the near future, Xavier Legette's going to come along, and I won't need Adam Thielen anymore. So then I will be able to swap them out. I already got that second piece that I was looking for out of that offense, and we good to go. Now you need some trusty quote-unquote veterans, but they can't be too old, so I went Ray McLeod and Juwan Jennings. I don't even know if those are the people that I drafted. I can't remember, but this is who I have now. Juwan Jennings, I don't think I drafted. Sleeper tight end alert. Sleeper alert. Sleeper alert. Sleeper alert. Sleeper alert. I said it that many times. Noah Fant. All of the competition that he had behind him is no longer in town, so he can get comfortable running the routes. And the person that's behind him, I can't remember right now. I know I read something about it recently, is more of a blocker. Maybe somebody like Kobe Parkinson. I don't know. I have to go look it up. It'll be up there. By the time I finish editing this, I'm gonna laugh at myself, and it'll be up there somewhere. But sleeper alert. Noah Fant, tight end. You heard it here first. Dallas Turner, we're back on the defensive side. And y'all see Nick Chubb down there. That's a hard pick also, along with Zamir White. I think that whenever Nick Chubb does come back, football's not over for him. He's going to be a problem as long as he can still run. On some Adrian Peterson type stuff. When Adrian Peterson started getting the injuries and all that, missing the long, and had to come back. Yeah, he's going to be Adrian Peterson. And that's what I see there. Now, I appreciate y'all looking at that lineup. Now, also in this league, there's what's called a taxi squad. It's where you draft your 5 rookies and they go there. You're ones with potential to land on your team or not land on your team. So pretty much get to sit down there. It's like an audition. And so I got Eric All. That's that bad boy from Iowa, tight end, Cincinnati. The Cincinnati tight end room is older. They drafted Eric All in the 3rd or 4th round. I can't remember. Johnny Wilson has been getting active out there in Philly. I believe that he could potentially contest for the number 3 receiver spot. Also, he'll be the top of the list if someone gets hurt, and Devontae Smith is real skinny. Kendall Milton is another one of those that got released and picked up somewhere else where I thought it ended up better. He was in Philly, but he really didn't have no shot because they drafted Will Shipley earlier, and he's undrafted. So I didn't think he had a shot in Philly anyway, but he hung around for a minute. And when it came time to cut, they finally got rid of him. And Cincinnati picked him up, where the starting running backs are Zach Moss and Chase Brown. I'm not saying that neither one of those dudes are capable of running the backfield, but I am saying that if you wanted to try and crack a backfield, like a unit that isn't really super proven yet, I think that the Cincinnati Bengals, Zach Moss, he got a little bit of stuff, but he's done some things. I'm not saying that he's not an NFL running back. I'm saying he's done some things, but really he was in a takeover role. So I don't know. I got to see it a couple more times. Consistency speaks. That's what it is. He hasn't done it consistently enough. He's not like Saquon. Saquon been a top 10 fantasy running back no matter what the line looked like in New York. Now he's in Philly. The track record is there. That's what I'm saying. Jared Verse. That boy gonna be bad. I watched him in Florida State. He gonna be a bad one. Also, Cooper DeJean reminds me of Jason Sehorn. So I feel like he's gonna give off those type of vibes. and then we'll be set at that position. I can throw him in the lineup and get rid of Rayshawn. Because Rayshawn is older, I think. Yeah, he's 30. But, you know, he gonna score points. But yeah, that is the dynasty lineup. We're going to move over to the old Olive Garden special. You see me in the window. Wave. Appreciate you. Anthony Richardson again. Not for real though. He gonna be a problem. I'm trying to tell you. Like, I've been on, like, I heard that Anthony Richardson took every single first team rep in camp from beginning to end. Joe Flacco's the backup 0 times with the first team. All Anthony Richardson. So, a little nugget, just in case you were worried about it. Anthony Richardson, like, being on the field and being the number 1 guy over there, and, like, yeah. It's all systems go for that man. Just saying. Kyron Williams, welcome back to the squad, sir. You know, we had you in the other league last year. I will say this. In these 2 leagues, the Olive Garden League and the Sports Savvy League, so in the Olive Garden one, it was I strictly went off of value. Like, I didn't even switch from the all positions thing till like the 11th round or something like that. I got Sam Laporta at like the 41st pick. Like, he just fell that far. Like, I didn't want no tight end at all, but I'm just like, bro, I'm looking at the all positions thing. He's right there, like, in my face. You know, like, I had the 8th pick. I figured I was going to get somebody like Amon-Ra St. Brown or Justin Jefferson. Amon-Ra failed to me, so I took him. So, there you go. Drake London, I told you I want part of that Falcons offense. I got big dreams about what my Birds going to do on offense. Like I said, I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl, but they're going to do some stuff. Jaylen Warren, nice running back too. And now Arthur Smith is your offensive coordinator. And take it from somebody who knows they going to run the football. Tyler Algier could be your flex last year. You don't know this year because Arthur Smith is gone. But now he in Pittsburgh, Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren. Sleeper. Yeah, like, I mean, we know what they do. Like, they're decent. Like, you would draft them as a second running back or whatever. But, like, I see Najee Harris, if he get the ball enough off of the, he could be a mid RB2. They could both be mid RB2s, in my opinion. Rashee Rice, welcome back, sir. One time for Reginald, plug for Reginald. He put me on. Now here we are. He's getting drafted early. I'm not going to really go over the kicker and the defense. I am going to go talk about this bench, though. Devin Singletary, Brian Thomas Jr., Chase Brown. See, I was just talking about that backfield in Cincinnati. J-Mo. I think J-Mo is going to break out this year. Sleeper for me. Sleeper. Yep. Chase Brown. I mean, J-Mo. Justin Herbert. Yes, I drafted 2 quarterbacks. I don't know if people remember who Justin Herbert is. I think that might be what's going on. But Justin Herbert's going to remind us, like, if he ran 10% more, he'd be trying Josh Allen for the best quarterback in the NFL. Like, he throws on the Josh Allen level to me. Just, they ain't winning no games. They ain't got no offense. He ain't got no trusted pieces. Same as Josh Allen, but we still got Josh Allen ranked as number 1 quarterback in fantasy because he did that before. Justin Herbert was number 2 at one point. So I need us to get it together. That's all I'm saying. Jalen Polk, that New England offense, got a lot of potential. And I told y'all I got Jordan Mason at the end of every draft. So that is the Olive Garden special. We will now flip to the It's me, it's Mr. Sports Savvy. My league. Jordan Love. Listen. I got Jordan Love. So, oh yeah, you know what? After this, I'm going to put up, because I just had the lineup up. I'm gonna put up my round by round because I have that information for you too, so you can see where I was at when I was drafting or whatever. Brees Hall. The Brees Hall is who I wanted. Kyle Pitts is who I wanted. I got both of those. Everything else was value for me. So Brees Hall, Rachaad White, Puka, Brandon Ayuk. He's back on my team. Appreciate you. Jerome Ford, nice little sneaky little pick until whatever happens with the backfield happens with the backfield. I get Nick Chubb updates because I have him on the Dynasty League. That's how he ended up on that team. So there you go. And down to that bench, I feel like I did so well with my depth in this league. Y'all see some JP Ron, right? Appreciate you. I just picked him up. He wasn't originally on the team, but Tank Dell, potential to be a wide receiver 3 with upside. Deontay Johnson is going to be the number 1 receiver in his offense, so let's write that down real fast. J.K. Dobbins, probably going to be the number 1 running back in his offense. If he's not the 1, he's the 1B. And I got J-Mo again because I think Sleeper. I think J-Mo going to break out. But he's a number 2 receiver in a good Detroit offense. I think he's going to break out. And you know Mr. Boomer Bust himself, Michael Williams. You know, Aaron Rodgers. And there's Jordan Mason again. So appreciate that. But yeah, these teams are looking good. Let me, matter of fact, I got it right here. You ain't got to go that far. Let me get to this breakdown of the team by team. So this is how I drafted everybody. It tells you the order. And so I'm going to throw them both up. There's the Olive Garden. Wow. There is the Savvy. Wow. And I'm not going to put it up for the Sleeper League because I don't need to. But look, like, go through this list. Like, I got Sam Laporta at the 41st. Sam Laporta at the 41st pick. Exactly. I was tripping. I reached a little bit for Jaylen Warren because I think he's going to be a really good running back, too. Getting a starting running back in the 8th round at Devin Singletary, that was really good. That was great value. Then Brian Thomas Jr. right behind that because he could potentially be the number 1 receiver. Like, they got Gabe Davis and Christian Kirk. I'm not saying Christian Kirk can't get you number 1 numbers, but he's got to be in the slot to do it, in my opinion. So I think that Brian Thomas Jr. has a great opportunity out there in Jacksonville. And then, like I said, Chase Brown, too. Chase Brown in the 10th round. J-Mo in the 11th round. Justin Herbert in the 12th round. Just because I was like, you know how I was on all positions, and there's Justin Herbert sliding up to the top of the board. Still, I don't even need him. Trade for him later. I'll trade something for him later. Jalen Polk, 13th round. That was my sneaky pick. And I got Jordan Mason at the end of the draft in that league. All right. So, but, oh man, so much value. So much value. Oh, I kicked the camera. Sorry. Oops. I reached for most of what I got, like everything, like the Deontay, a little bit of a reach in this draft. Jordan Mason, I got him earlier because I saw people, I was just following the flow of the draft. J.K. Dobbins, 10th round. J-Mo, 11th round. I had Xavier Legette, I dropped him to get some JP Ron. Because I'm like, the number 2 running back and a guaranteed to be true offense, like, of course I'm going to do that. But, all right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The breakdown of these teams before we get this thing going. I will be updating you on each one of those every week. There will be a little bit more of a show style to my delivery on the week 1 show. I will have a new little lineup for everything, trying to keep it in order. I listen to a lot of podcasts, and they flow well. Everything has an order. Everything has an order. So we will have an order, still get able to get things in how we wanted to get them in. And we back at it, baby. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, and we know we got some money to win. It's a good couple of stacks right there up for grabs. You heard me? So we're about to do the doggone thing. It's me. It's Mr. Sports Savvy. I appreciate y'all. I love you so much. We'll see you next week with that week 1 wrap up, baby.